18th, 2025. So if you've had no issues today, a global internet outage has hit today, November the 18th, 2025. So if you've had no issues today, congratulations. However, if you've been having issues today, you're not alone. Take a look at the latest headlines coming out today, and we're still getting more information pouring in. I'm going to share with you what we currently have, but they're saying they're still working on this as we speak right now, live at 12:07 Central Standard Time, November 18th, 2025. Major global internet outage hits top websites and apps. Internal server errors being reported. Cloudflare outage, live updates. A huge chunk of the internet goes down. Cloudflare is currently experiencing a global network outage. Here's the latest updates. You can see this coming out just 19 minutes ago. Cloudflare outage hints at nefarious traffic spikes. So if you're somebody that's suspecting that this is, the workings of hackers or something nefarious going on, you could be right here, as this report says. The service impact spreads. McDonald's goes down. Company issues. Statement amidst chaos. Cloudflare claims unusual traffic spike.
All right. So, Shalom, Kala, Yahweh Bashmi Shah. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the Akima Akwaf out here listening, learning, striving. Making a calling in election sure. So, like, I got a lot going in my mind. So we're gonna start here. You're seeing that the internet shut off around the globe. Certain apps and companies couldn't access the internet, and if that can happen, how much more can the shutdown of the truth happen? You know what I'm saying? Especially with everything that Trump is talking about. So I wanted to go into this and think a little more deeply and spiritual and get into the scriptures. Amos 8:11-12. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east coast, and they shall run to and fro and seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it." You know what I'm saying? So, because y'all didn't hearken into the Heavenly Father's men who stood stiffly, you know what I'm saying, telling you what the Heavenly Father had planned in our coming future, which is the destruction that he has coming. You know what I'm saying? The Heavenly Father is going to, you know what I'm saying, take that truth from you and then bring sudden destruction upon you. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? They talking about having peace. What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm doing something real quick. Thank you, though. It says 1 Thessalonians 5:3. It says, For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction shall cometh upon them as travail upon a woman, and they shall not escape. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, being in a quote-unquote peaceful state all of these years, just for us now to be popping up into wars with Venezuela, which is right in our back door. You know what I'm saying? Having problems with Mexico, which is right in our back door. Having problems with Canada is right in our back door. You know what I'm saying? While also pushing peace and safety into our masses, having our people fooled, thinking that this way of life that we live in is going to continue to go on. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord takes the word from you, you know what I'm saying, that peace of understanding that the brothers have to let you know what's going on in these times. You know what I'm saying? Because we seeing everything pop off. Because in Matthew 24, it allows us to understand the shit that's going to happen in these times. You know what I'm saying? Before the Heavenly Father come back. You know what I'm saying? So now with the internet being shut down, that's the first warning that the Heavenly Father is about to stop this. You know what I'm saying? So what we doing right now is bidding everyone to the marriage. Let me read a little bit of that. It says, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a certain king, which made a marriage for his son. You know what I'm saying? And the certain king is the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And the marriage for his son is Yahweh Shah. And who is his brides? You know what I'm saying? Israel. Those of us who turn back to the Heavenly Father are so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And those of us who look like other nations but are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? 3, and sent forth his servants to call them that were bidden to the wedding, and his servants that were called to bid people to the wedding are the elect. You know what I'm saying? The prophets of the Heavenly Father. 144,000 is standing out here, standing boldly, telling our people what's up so that they could turn back to the Heavenly Father and be restored into our rightful position of being kings and princesses of the earth. You know what I'm saying? And they would not come. So no matter what we saying, you know what I'm saying, y'all didn't come, which is why the Heavenly Father's going to have that famine of the word to pop off. Verse 4, and he sent forth other servants, saying, tell them which were bidden, behold, I have prepared my dinner. My oxen, my fatlings are killed, and all things are ready. Come unto the marriage. But they made light of it and went their ways. One to his farm, another to his merchandise. You know what I'm saying? And you could look at Drewski, little shit that he was doing, picking on IUIC, you know what I'm saying, as a reference to them making light of the situation of us telling them, you know what I'm saying, because the truth started in the 60s and people wouldn't come to the marriage, you know what I'm saying, and now 2007 it was a flourish. Brothers coming in, a big amount of brothers coming in. Then 2016, which is the year that I came into the fold of understanding that I was an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? It was another mass one. And then 2022, when COVID popped off, it was another mass one. So the Heavenly Father is about to close the doors of mercy soon. It says, and the remnant took his servants and entreated them spitefully and slew them. But when the king heard thereof, he was wroth and sent forth his armies and destroyed those murderers and burnt up their city. You know what I'm saying? And we know that's the Heavenly Father's judgment that he's going to bring upon America and Israel, you know what I'm saying, and a few other places for the atrocities that they have committed against our people. You know what I'm saying? Because the Heavenly Father is for us, and he only had us in this position because we were not paying attention. We were acting like whores, as you've seen in the verses above. You know what I'm saying? We looked at it as the Heavenly Father's, as Yahweh Shah, who's the Heavenly Father's son. We looked at it as his brides. You know what I'm saying? So when we give our love and our worship and adoration into another God or another anything, you know what I'm saying, we becoming whores spiritually to him. And what do you do if you messing with a whore? You put that bitch to the side, you know what I'm saying? You put her away and let her do her own thing, you know what I'm saying? You give her a bill of divorce, and that's what the Heavenly Father did, which is why we had to go through all of these atrocities. You know what I'm saying? Being enslaved, being hung, all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? Them taken from us, the so-called black people, you know what I'm saying? Gadites, the so-called Native Americans, and the fucking Hispanics, bro. All they have done is taken from us, you know what I'm saying? But through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, on the east of the world, you know what I'm saying, when Yahweh Shah first came down, the world ignorantly calls Jesus, he manifested himself unto our people so that they can understand salvation was for us. And as a video I just posted earlier on Kuku Khan, you know what I'm saying, Yahweh Shah said in the scriptures that he had sheep of this fold that are not basically in the same area. He had other sheep that are not of this fold, which means he had sheep or people that he had to tend to that were not in this region. So he had to leave to tell them. And then you look up the stories of Kukulkan Khan and what he came to do, and you know what I'm saying, the history behind him, what he said he would do. That's Yahweh Shah, because that man came down in a chariot. You know what I'm saying? We saw him leave in a chariot. You know what I'm saying? The so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, they saw him come in a chariot. You know what I'm saying? That's why they got all of these depictions of so-called UFOs and everything, but that's besides the point. You know what I'm saying? He said that he will return. He taught them how to have a good agriculture and countless things. He built them up to be a great civilization, starting with the Incas. You know, so looking at that and then realizing the power that man walked in, the fear that people had for him, understanding the fear that the disciples had for who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, the picture paints itself, and it starts to correlate that what was written aforetime was written for our knowledge. And though it was taken from us who we were, you know what I'm saying, through history and through putting the pieces together, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah is restoring us into our rightful place. You know what I'm saying? I know this is a lot more me ranting than going into the scriptures, but the point of me saying all of this shit is, when that internet shut off, it's not going to be a time for you to even do the research to understand this stuff, to, you know what I'm saying, put forth the energy to understand what the Heavenly Father has going. You know what I'm saying? So while the doors of mercy are open and the brothers are bidding you unto the marriage of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you know what I'm saying, so that you may be worthy of salvation through the hell and turmoil that's about to come. You know what I'm saying? Not on no Christian shit, but on some diabolical shit that the Heavenly Father got planned. You know what I'm saying? Scriptures talk about it shall be better for Sodom and Gomorrah than for that city in that day. You know what I'm saying? And Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed by fucking sulfur, nigga. Fire. You know what I'm saying? White phosphorus coming from the sky and burning everything, essentially. And nothing surviving, bro. So if it's better for them to have endured that torment and that hell and that type of death than what is about to be established here in America according to the scriptures, and in this world according to the scriptures, it will behoove you, you know what I'm saying, to turn to the Heavenly Father and you know what I'm saying, do your best so that you could pass this motherfucking test, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord is no respecter of persons, bro. It don't matter how you feel about yourself or how you think everybody else is going, you know what I'm saying, do in these times to come. But you got to take up your own cross daily, you know what I'm saying, and walk circumspectly, because you understand that these times that we living in is dead ass serious. And at any moment, you know what I'm saying, shit could pop off, you know what I'm saying, martial law, crack, these fucking Edomites start going crazy and having race wars in the cities. You know what I'm saying? At any moment, all of this shit can happen. And it's written in the scriptures. Go read 2nd Esdras chapter 15, and you'll see what the Heavenly Father got planned for us. You know what I'm saying? But they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it out this bitch. We might be in a low spot right now, but eventually we're going to be standing up, and the whole world is going to bow to us. So, with that being said, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, Bashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, teachers, truth, and sincerity. Shalom to the Akim Walkoff out here listening, learning, striving, making their calling and election sure in these last days and time. Shalom.